Welcome to Educating the Heart videos. Today, Jenny and myself, I'm Charo, we are going to explore another word that it's important into what we are learning about citizenship education, global education. And the word for today is kindness. And Jenny is actually going to do an activity with us that will help us to ground ourselves. Jenny.
Thank you, Charo. Yeah, so we're going to ground and focus, as Charo said, to start the session. And to do that, you're going to need a few things. So I'll show you what you need, and then I'll ask you to turn off the video and go and get those things. So you need a glass of water or a jar about 2/3 full. We have two examples of glasses here. You need scissors, and you need a piece of paper, okay? You could also, if you have access to going outside, you could get a little petal about 1 inch long from the ground outside, a petal or a leaf. And Charo's got an example there. Great. So go and get those things and then we'll do the activity together. Okay, welcome back. And if you have a petal, if you got a petal from outside, you can just place it now in the center of your glass of water or your jar of water. If you didn't have a petal from outside, we're just going to cut one from a piece of paper, okay? So again, you're going to cut the shape of a petal about 1 inch long, just from your piece of paper, like so. There it is. Great. And again, you're going to put that in the center of your glass. So it's floating on the water. And then I just want you to bring your attention to that petal or to that leaf, to really focus on it. And just let your breathing slow a little. So you're just trying to relax, but also observe that petal. And what we're hoping to do is to hold the glass so that the edges of the petal don't touch the edges of the glass. So we're trying to be steady, calm, and focused in how we hold this glass so that the petal doesn't touch the edges. Now, if it does touch the edges, which will likely happen at some point, that's okay. We just bring our focus back. We might experiment a little with how we could move the glass to try to bring that petal back to the center. And we're really just taking care. We're just taking care to keep the petal in the center of the glass, and whenever it does touch the edges, to find the way to bring it back. And if you're finding that your glass is quite steady and your petals staying in the center, it could be interesting to also try standing up and just walking around a little bit in the space that you're in. And just notice, that might be more challenging, but just notice what happens when you do that. When you move, what adjustments do you have to make? Don't forget to keep breathing. So you don't need, although you have a task and a challenge here, you don't need to feel tense about it. It's just a bit of an experiment. So notice what's helping keep that petal in the center, and notice when it touches the edges and how you can bring it back. Okay, thank you. So as Charo said, that activity is to ground us and to help us focus. And also it's a way of starting to think about how we take care of things and how we sometimes need to also take care of ourselves to take care of other things or other people.
That was beautiful, Jenny. Thank you so much. I definitely feel more grounded. And I would like to read now the Educating the Heart pledge, and I have it here beside my computer, and it says the Compassion Pledge. I pledge to be courageous and kind, to open my heart and open my mind. I pledge to reflect on the stuff that I own and consider their journey to get to my home. I pledge to ask questions about poverty and wealth and explore how injustice is linked to myself. I pledge to ask why I know the stories I know and to pledge to take action for peace and justice to grow. I pledge to keep going, not give up when it's tough, to stay resilient, creative, and to know I am enough. I pledge to be grateful for the birds, plants, and trees, to walk gently on earth, to protect her seas. I pledge to celebrate the diverse life on land. When someone is struggling, I'll offer a hand. I pledge to act with a compassionate mind, but most of all, I'll be courageous and kind. And I have read the Compassion Pledge many times, and every time it's a joy. And actually, it's I'll be courageous and kind. So let's explore about kindness, Jenny. What is kindness?
I think kindness is being able to be nice to someone and helping them out when they need it. I think kindness is important. Otherwise, everybody would be giving each other insults and frowning all the time. I feel kindness when someone apologizes in an argument.
Kindness is when you be good to each other and you help each other. Kindness is important because it makes people feel loved and it makes people feel happy. A time when I showed kindness is when a lady dropped something in the shop. I picked it up for her and then she was very happy.
Thank you to Charo for reading the Educating the Heart pledge. Thank you to the children from around the world who explored their ideas about kindness. And Charo and I talked about kindness as well, and we felt that kindness is about deliberately choosing to do good to others. And I think, Charo, you also found some interesting things about the Spanish roots of the word, didn't you?
Yes, kindness in Spanish it's amable, and amable has two parts of it. Amar, that is love, and ble is the possibility. So the definition of kindness in Spanish is the possibility to be loved, that you are worth to be loved. So we thought that was a beautiful way to understand kindness too. And we have an example, Jenny. Share with us. I'm going to put the video, but while I do that, start sharing with us the context of this example, please.
Yes, so this is actually an example from Spain, and it's about a woman who is also called Charo. And it was Charo's 80th birthday. She lives on her own, and it was during the time of cocooning or quarantine in Spain, so she wasn't going out. And all of her neighbors decided to put a cake outside her door, a birthday cake, and to sing to her for her 80th birthday. So here's the video now.
Charo. Charo, es para ti, sal. Es de todos los vecinos. Sal, saluda. Están los vecinos en el patio. Sal a saludarlos. Sal, asómate. Asómate, Charo, asómate. Vamos, asómate. Cumpleaños feliz. Cumpleaños feliz. Te deseamos todos.
Jenny, what a beautiful example of how someone was able to celebrate with the whole neighborhood, and what an act of kindness actually brings so much joy to Charo for her 80th birthday. And we have a challenge for all of you. The challenge that we want to set for this word for kindness is actually for you to do something kind for somebody. Find a way to make an act of kindness for someone, and notice not only how the other person feels, but also notice how do you feel whenever you are doing it. Jenny.
Fantastic. So that is the challenge for this week. And just to close, we're all going to breathe together as we did last week. So we breathe in and we bring our hands towards ourselves. And when we breathe out, we spread that energy out. And as we're doing that today, I'd like you to think as you breathe in that you're breathing in some kindness towards yourself. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out kindness to other people, because kindness is about giving and also about receiving. Okay, so we're going to do that all together. So we take a deep breath in, kindness to ourselves, and we take a deep breath out, kindness to other people. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again.
Thank you.